Hi, this is a vehicle sales management system developed in Visual Basic using Visual Studio 2017. Okay, let me show you guys how it works. Here we have a receipt. Once you enter the customer details, whatever vehicle they intend to purchase, you can always get their details right on the receipt area. Okay, so one other thing is we can always reset and re-enter another customer. Let's say this guy's name happens to be Lee South, and address is 16 Jump Street, postcode and telephone number. Now, supposing this guy wants the car modified and stereo system, leather seat, customize the whole car, then GPS. And what type of car we're talking about? If, let's say he wants Bugatti and he intends to exchange his old Bugatti with 5,000 to 10,000 miles. That's the value his old car worth. Okay, so once you've got all of that information, all you need to do is click on total and receipt. Okay, so that's how it works. So what I will do now is take you guys straight into Visual Studio development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Okay guys, we're back in Visual Studio 2017. Let's click on create new project, and there, once this dialog box pops up, we select the Visual Basic and select Windows Form app right here, and give our project a name. I'm just gonna call it VB_vehicle. Sales. Click on OK. Now that our form is ready, make sure the form is selected. We're gonna now change the size. Let's resize it to as follows: 1368 by 788. There we go. The next thing is I'm going to now add a box. I see right down here. There we go. We're gonna need about 7 of those, so let's start from here right there and just copy it across. I need actually 6, not 7. 2 here, drag it up here and copy this one for my buttons. Drag it that much. Just bring it all the way down here. Drag this down. Yeah, something like that. Okay, the next thing we need now is, let's come into the toolbox. I'm going to need a rich text box here, right here somewhere here, and drag a rich text box here. Here we need a combo box. We need 2 of those, 1 and 2. Drag it down. We're going to need a couple of labels. One up here, here, and we need 4 there. Okay, now we need some labels here as well. We need 3 here, and we need some labels here. Right there, and more labels here. Okay, we need more labels here actually. Yeah. Then here we need labels and 2 more right here, and right here we need a checkbox, 5 checkbox. 1, 2. Okay, these labels here, let's change the property setting, auto size, make that false. Background color white, border style fix 3D. There we go, guys, looking like how we want it to look. And just select it all, come right down here, get rid of the text content, align center. Right, I'm going to repeat the same thing, or maybe delete those ones and just come in here, copy these ones across here and here, and make 2 of those. Delete those and just 1, and do that. Copy and copy. And here, those are supposed to be text box, not labels. Grab some text box here. Okay, I will now speed up the whole process of this interface design. Okay guys, this is how the whole interface looks right now. So let's just run it so that you see it. Right there, that's how it's looking, but nothing is happening right now. So let's close that and maybe make a start with this. Okay, and there, maybe we can always declare as a dim, I exit as dialog result, and we can always say I exit equals the following message box, because I like the program to prompt the end user to confirm if they want to exit or not. So confirm if you want to exit, and right here enter a comma, and we enter the name of the program, vehicle. Let's say vehicle system. Then let's enter a comma to give us a dialog of yes or no. So message box dot yes or no. Then let's enter a Visual Basic icon, this one, dot question mark right there. So the next thing is, let's come right down here and use a selection statement. If I exit equals dialog results dot yes, then application dot exit, and that's all there is to that. So we can always say end if. Right. Okay, that is my exit. That's the exit lines of code. Up here, let me declare some variable here. Let's say car cost. I'm going to make that an array as double. Then I will also declare, let's declare tax rate underscore rate as double as well, right there. Okay, this tax rate, I think maybe I should just put a function together for the tax rate right now. I think this one is missing. Undo that. Yeah, that's fine now. So let's put a function together for the tax rate. Let's say private or maybe public. Public function. Let's give it a name. iTax. So let's say itax by value and the name, let's say amount as double, and let's just say it's double as well. Right there, press enter. Okay, right here I'm going to say itax equals amount and multiply that by tax rate. This is supposed to be double. Let's correct that. Multiply that by tax rate. So that's the function that I'm going to be using for my tax. Have a good look at that function, guys. Okay, so now this is exit. We have tax function here. Let's comment it. Right. Okay, the next thing we want to do is right here. I need to populate that. Okay, so that's the name of that. So let's get it populated. So we're going to need form load for that. Double click on the form load itself. Form load. So combo box dot items dot add, and what we're adding is going to be, let's go for Lamborghini. Okay, right there. So those are the names of the cars that I want inside our combo box. So if I drop that down, that is it. So we can always select anyone. Okay, now you see this one. So let's find out the name of this. And this one, select a car. Maybe we change that to select a car right here. And the text value need to be select a car. And what is the name of this one? So we enter select a mileage. Right. So we go back to the form load and take care of this very one as well. So right down here it says select mileage. So if we run that now, let's see what will happen. And there we go, right there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now if we click on reset, I'd like it to default back. So let's double click on the reset. Let's copy this and paste it in reset and this one as well. Right. And let's see, txt address, we need to clear that as well. Dot clear. Txt name dot clear. Let's copy it. Txt postcode dot clear. Txt telephone dot clear. So the clear function there, they are all there now. Let's say LBL tax. The text equals clear. And for the other one as well, we need to clear those. LBL total dot clear. LBL trade clear. LBL subtotal clear. The only one that I will not be clearing is as follows. Let's go for LBL customize. Instead of clearing that, we convert that to 0. And global, LBL letter seat or letter interior, LBL modify, LBL stereo system. There, see, all of those are zeros. So on form load, on my form load, I want those ones to be loaded as zeros. Let's come in here to form load right there. So if I run the system, because all of those ones are loaded as form as 0, okay, so the form load will also default to 0. What about CHK modify? Let's uncheck those. Come to the reset here. So if they are checked, we want them unchecked. Paste dot checked equals false. Right. Just 4 more of those. Copy this. CHK global. CHK customize. CHK later. One more. CHK stereo. Yeah. Okay. And all of those as well, I want them unchecked once the system starts running. Inside form load, instead of this one, let me change this one to dot enable, make that false, equals false. There, copy all of this. That means I will disable that button only when it's the text, the label, only when it's enabled are we going to be able to see the price. So right there. Okay, so if we run it, this is what you guys will see. There, it's all disabled. Okay, only when we click on this will enable that. So let's come right in here, double click on modify. Now we use a new statement. If modify dot check dot checked equals true, then LBL modify dot enable equals true, and LBL modify dot text equals, let's give it an amount, let's say about 4,005 right there. Else if we can just say else if, then if this one is false, we want this to be 0 and this will become false right there. So if I run this little line of code now, this is what you guys will see. Alright, see that? Uncheck and check. Okay, so all we just need to do is copy all of these and change the names around for the other buttons or for the other component. This is supposed to be stereo. Change that to stereo. Modify to stereo. Some L here. And I'll repeat the same for the others. So let's change the price. That's the price for the stereo. There. Run that. Yeah. That is fine. Okay guys, I have actually speed up the process for all the checkbox. Look at it. That's all the checkbox. Modify, stereo, leather interior, customize, and global. Okay, see the global positioning there, customize there, leather interior right there. So if I run it, this is what you guys will see. So we can select any of those components that we want, or unselect, as you can see. Okay, so with that guys, I'm gonna call it the end of the very first part of this tutorial.